165 earthquakes hit Jamaica since January. Stand Up for Jamaica support maximum security prison. Family says Clarendon Gunman was murdered by the police. While West Kingston get hot again, West Indies lose the test series to South Africa. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The earthquake unit at the University of the West Indies UII Mona campus said that Jamaica has experienced approximately 165 local earthquakes so far this year. According to the earthquake unit, of the 165 earthquake events, only 10 were felt, the latest of which occurred on Friday morning, and that quake had a magnitude of 5.3 and was felt island-wide. The epicenter was located approximately 6 kilometers northwest of Golden Spring in the eastern parish of St. Andrew. Friday's quake brings to 19 the number of seismic events experienced by Jamaica so far this month, although only one of the 19 was reportedly felt by residents before Friday's quake. The minor earthquake had a magnitude of 2.9 and was felt on August 12 in the town of Buff Bay in the eastern parish of Portland and surrounding areas. Meanwhile, Executive Director of Stand Up for Jamaica, Carla Golato, is expressing support for the construction of a maximum security prison. She was responding to an announcement by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Wednesday that plans were in the pipeline for a high-security prison. Ms. Galato said there are other factors such as overcrowding that should be considered in support of a new maximum security facility. And citing the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, she noted that the facility was built for 800 inmates but now have 1,700 or more. That means that people there do not have even the space to lie down in a cell. In March, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang revealed that his ministry was working to construct a facility that will block prisoners from communicating with those on the outside via cell phones. He said priority should be given to building 2 new facilities that will house inmates from the rundown Tower Street and the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Facilities. Meanwhile, the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is bemoaning the number of people killed in alleged confrontations with the police since the start of the year. And since the start of the year, 106 persons have been shot and killed by the security forces. 16 fatal shootings have so far been recorded for this month of August. Assistant Commissioner of INDECOM Hamish Campbell said the number of fatalities is a step in the wrong direction. Mr. Campbell said while it might be argued that gunmen are becoming more brazen, reckless, and are seeking confrontation with the security forces, the situation means the police must now examine their approach to engagement with suspects. Meanwhile, Officer Duck and Shoot have gone back to the days of the 1980s when police used to feel to shoot somebody and just shoot them and you hear about it today and tomorrow. Everybody just move on like nothing happened. Back in those days, if you were wanted, there was only one way to continue to live, and that was to hand yourself in, accompanied by either a pastor, a justice of the peace, or your attorney. No mother, no father, or any member of your family could save you. Even when you hang on to your mama fractal, you're still a dead. Well, it seems we're having that again. And this is the report of a family of Tika, otherwise called Flybrain, the man who was a suspect in the killing in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon. And here is a report from 2 family members.
Policeman, hold him in a shot back here, so no gun, no nothing. When they call him back, me bow, and me say, I legal firearm, then fire one out tight to say I shoot out. Yeah. Him have one little blue marina and one little black shots could almost become underpants when dead enough. That can't hold up gun away. When they kill him in a van, then tear off the marina and find when they kill him because they have him a grung all about a tip in him head. Oh, you have somebody a grung all about a tip in their head. That means he surrender by now. Even if you claim saying they have a gun, that the story don't make no sense.
No hold him. If him do anything, if you don't want him, you no hold him. Carry me up because him just like I just want little something to you know. Mr. Carry me in, man. You no kill him. Do me a beg you no kill him, carry me in. And then stand up. Then stand up in her neck. Miss one of them. And then it's like me go down on him. Because he hold me, you know, hold on to me tight, very tight. Because now let me go. And then pull him and pull me straight out. When me reach right round there, so me hear one shot. And me say, Lord, then kill him. And me no go back round there. So you claim to say you suspect him, carry me in, for you hold him. And not ask me if you hold him. Me see when they hold him came right here, so. And the police draw him back, so. And say, shoot him. Right? Draw him back. And like he asked him, say, what if you do with him? And the other one say, him.
That report is from the voice of family members of Tika, who is said to be one of the shooters in the massacre in Clarendon. A 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Kingston Western Police Division. Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps, the commanding officer for the police division, explained that the curfew was imposed in response to a surge in gang violence in the community of Rosetown. He said there has been an upsurge in murders and shootings in the Trenchtown policing area and that intelligence is suggesting that there is heightened tension within the community. According to SSP Phipps, there has been a recent upsurge in gang activities between the rival gangs in the area, resulting in 1 murder and 2 shootings within the last 48 hours. Furthermore, he said the police have received information that rival gang members are now planning to launch reprisal attacks. 8 men suspected to be involved in the contract killing of a man in Portland last week are to face a series of identification parades. The men, who are all from the 100 Lane community off Red Hills Road in St. Andrew, are accused of the murder of Orlando Loudon, otherwise called Sprague, in Ferry Hill in Portland. Mr. Loudon was gunned down in his community last Wednesday by a group of men, and shortly after 3 vehicles transporting the suspected killers were intercepted by the Portland police. 2 illegal guns believed to be murder weapons were seized in one of the vehicles. Investigators have now described the murder of Mr. Loudon as a contract killing. 3-car load a man go kill 1 man. Most murders in Jamaica these days are contract killing, and you can pay a large amount of cash for a killing or even to buy a man a beer and he will kill someone for you. And that is reality on the ground in Jamaica. Police are now reporting that a teenager has been charged with the May 1st murder of a bartender in New Green in Manchester. Charges Giovanni Muir, 19, a resident of Kendall District in the parish. Police said about 4:30 a.m. on Wednesday, an operation was carried out in Kendall in search of Muir, and he was apprehended and later charged. On May 1st, Karine area bartender was shot dead at a bar in New Green Square. Police said 2 armed men entered the bar. One of the armed attacker shot Erie in the face and then stole money and opened fire on another bartender while fleeing the scene. Muir's court date is now being arranged. We now move on to sports. Jamaica won back-to-back games to start the Caribbean Football Union Under-14 Challenge Series in Trinidad and Tobago with a 6-0 win over Aruba on Sunday following Saturday's opening 2-0 win over St. Kitts and Nevis. Kelvin Brown scored 4 times in the first 12 minutes of the game to give Jamaica a fast start against the Arubans. Brown scored in the first, the second, the 9th and the 12th minute for the young Reggae Boys, while Kylie Hudson added a 5th in the 26th minute and Tivin Savage scored in the 43rd minute. On Saturday, Rajan Booth scored in the 19th minute to give Jamaica the lead against St. Kitts before Hussey added a second in the 28th minute. The Jamaicans will now face the host nation Trinidad and Tobago today at 5:30 Jamaica time. Cricket. South Africa defeated the West Indies by 40 runs on an eventful 3rd day of the second and final test on Saturday to extend their dominance over the Caribbean side. Set a small total of 263 to win after fast bowler Jaden Seals took 6 wickets for 61 and dismissed the South Africans for 246 in their second innings in the morning session. The home team lost wickets at regular intervals to be dismissed for only 222, a very dismal and embarrassing score. And I don't think that South Africa could beat any of the Caribbean nations if they were playing 2 tests with them. Jamaica, if you're listening, please go it alone and stop being a part of this embarrassing organization. Trinidad should do the same because every year the West Indies team gets worse and worse. And if you ever miss the news on this radio station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep us going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a wonderful day. I gone.